I want him gone when I wake up. Won't remember his name or where he's from.
So that kind of started things going.
Yeah.
And you got. And at what point did you do your relative to that your first EP?
I think that was about. Well, that's when the process started. But then you have to like write the songs and figure out which songs and get money. And so then I did a Kickstarter campaign. And if you don't know what that is, it's a really cool tool to basically get people who want to invest in supporting your music to do that. So I did that, and then I recorded the EP, and then I actually had something, because I learned when I was out touring, I'm like, I don't have anything.
Exactly.
Like, I don't have anything, so that was stupid. Okay, let me go and like get something that I can actually sell. And
what brought you out to LA?
I got a chance to do a reality show for Bravo called Misadvised, and it was an interesting situation. I was really lucky because the producers were cool, and I got to be myself, and they let me put my CDs kind of all over the place. They let me find a way to incorporate my music wherever I could, and I got to move out to LA, which was actually terrible at first, but I ended up liking it eventually, and that's kind of how I fell into the whole YouTube, social media world.
So I am giving up this fight. I made up my mind. I made up my mind.
Can you tell me a little bit how the reality show, how you got that opportunity specifically?
Sure. A friend of mine named Julia Allison for years was trying to develop something. She was a writer in New York, and they kind of called her the real life Carrie Bradshaw after Sex and the City. And so she finally got the show picked up, and she said, "Can you be on once or twice?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's great PR." But when I talked to the producers, I was just going through a breakup. And I don't know if you know anything about reality TV, but they're like, "Ooh, you're going through a breakup. That's so interesting. Tell us more." And I remember I was just kind of in a place where I'm like, I don't care, I'll dye my hair blonde, I'll do what I have to do. And so they were like, well, actually, do you want to move into this house with Julia, who's the star, so it's Julia and Julia, and be on the show? And I thought, oh, okay, sure, why not? Because the hardest thing about breakups in New York, especially if you live with someone, is finding a new apartment. And it was easier to find an apartment in LA than to find a new apartment in New York. So I was like, whatever.
And there is nothing left to hold. I'm letting you go. I'm letting you